Hello everyone, I am Howdy, and in today's video I'm going to be going through some tips, tricks and exploits that you might not know in Minecraft. Okay, so to start off with a simple one that I assume that most of you guys probably know. You can actually use the F3 key combined with a lot of other keys on your keyboard to get useful information. You can, for example, use the F3 plus G key to get all of the chunk borders shown. You can use the F3 plus B key to get hitboxes. And you can even use the F3 key plus, for example, F to increase render distance, plus Shift F to decrease render distance. Or you can just do F3 escape to pause the game. And there's even a hotkey to show you all of these other hotkeys, F3 plus Q. And here you can see in the chat, it just lists all of the different hotkeys that you can use with F3 to just get useful information. And before I forget, probably the one that I use the most myself, F3 plus F4 to bring up the easy game mode switcher. Which leads me to another tip that I didn't know before pretty recently, surprisingly. When you are in spectator mode, you can actually scroll your mouse wheel either up to increase speed or down to decrease speed. This is something that I just didn't know for a while that I probably should have, and if any of you guys didn't know as well, then, well, here you go. If you are in ever need of diamonds suddenly in your world and you just cannot be bothered to go strip mining, to go in caves, just searching for them, then fear not, because there's actually a handful of ways due to Minecraft's questionable programming that you can just use that to your advantage to find practically unlimited diamonds, especially if you are in a swamp like this. So basically what you want to do is to bring up your chunk borders by pressing the F3 plus G hotkey, pressing F3 to bring up your coordinates, locate a clay patch, find the middle of that clay patch, just like this, and then go 3 blocks the positive direction on the Z axis. So 1, 2, 3, here we are, and then you simply just want to dig straight down until you are at diamond level. And here we should be, and there you go. And this works for every single world in the 1.17 version. And now you might wonder, why bring up the chunk borders? Can't we just use our coordinates? Well, that is actually not the case, because if one of these clay patches, you want to go 3 blocks positive on the Z-axis, if that goes into another chunk, then that does not work. You will not find diamonds here. What you then have to do is count your 1, 2, and when you go to a chunk border, then you want to go into the opposite side of the chunk that you were in and get your 3 here. So you see, still the 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3, and then we can dig down and expect some diamonds. And there we go. And if you were wondering, yes, this works with rivers too. Then you just want to find the middle of your clay patch. But here, you don't go 3 blocks positive on the y-axis, you go 1 negative. And then you just start digging straight down. And there we go. And as a matter of fact, the same coding goes for Lapis as well. Lapis is connected to diamonds in at least the 1.17 version by going 3 blocks negative on the Z-axis. So if we go 1, 2, 3, I'm at 4. 4 blocks negative, and then you can just dig straight down, and there you go. And you can actually use this to your advantage oppositely if you find diamonds and just cannot find lapis for some reason, or just really need lapis, and you just get your diamonds, get to the edge of your diamonds, go 4 blocks in the positive direction on the Z-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, and well, we already found our lapis, so there we go. If you've ever found yourself a shipwreck with a buried treasure map, but just cannot seem to find where the treasure is, even if you're straight on the X, then there is actually a very useful tip to just go ahead and find this very easily. You can pull up your chunk borders if you want to. You can turn on your coordinates, and right here, right next to where it says chunk, you want to look for it saying 9 and 9. When it does this, then you're free to just dig straight down, and there you go, there you have your chest. Other people might also resort to using a simpler trick that just basically just lines you up looking somewhat like this on the map, but with the 9, 9 coordinates you are destined to find the chest. If you are ever struggling to find a cave or someone's base on a multiplayer server, then I have the perfect tip for you. If, of course, you don't want to download any software to do the trick for you. All you basically have to do is to get yourself just some place that is against a wall or just somewhere. You get yourself a, kind of this shape with a trapdoor over, kind of like an enclosed shape. Get yourself down on the ground. Place yourself a piston. Place yourself a lever. Place yourself an oak stair. Wait a minute, you can see. Push the stair into your head, and this works with any transparent block, might I say, slabs or whatever, and there you go, you have your bit of X-ray in vanilla. I've actually done a video on this. There are several ways that you can do this, and I'll probably put a little link to that somewhere here. However, what I did not cover in my video is that there's not a way simpler way to do this. All you have to do is just to get yourself a little hole or just somewhere that has a bit of support. You just put down a composter, get into the composter, put any block that falls, like sand, gravel, place that on top of you, thus crushing you, pushing you into the composter, and this works just the same way. Might be even a bit easier to just carry around the composter. I don't know how long this will be around, but at the time of 1.17, this still works. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the tips and tricks you saw, want to see some more, or have some tips for what should be featured in the next video, make sure to leave a comment, and as always, I will see you next time. Bye bye.